Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode for Crit Dad. This race is not new. This is from May 24th. This is the CBR 5 race in Dominguez Hills. We're going clockwise, which is the direction I like on this side. The CBR series, of course, is split up into two tracks, one on the quote-unquote Carson side and one on the Dominguez Hills side. You guys know the deal. It's been a minute since I've done a CBR video, and I wanted to just sort of slip into this race and do a sprint finish and practice patience. So I wasn't really racing the front, so to speak. I was just going with the flow. I wasn't tail gunning, but I was simply just going to not follow out any attacks because I tend to race pretty aggressively and it burns me up. So I'm not like a 5 watt per kilo TT freak on testosterone. I'm pretty happy with the fitness I've built, but at the end of the day, I'm still not going to win a crit on my own, just hanging off the front, following every single attack and TTing till the end. So instead of burning all my matches, I decided to let the group do the work and kind of sit back and just sort of watch. And, well, you know what happens? Breakaway gets away, and your boy Crit Dad has to figure out what to do. So let's move ahead to the action. Alright, so I've been doing a great job of sort of staying back, but you can see now I'm just way too far back. So I've been kind of letting the group handle the attacks off the front. There's been a handful of them, but for the most part, people are following them out, and the group is following, so there aren't too many gaps. At this point in the race, when the whole entire peloton's like not moving, you can just move up. Like, I don't know, 3-4 is not super fast, so gain about 40 wheels there, and that corner was wide open. So, look out for those moments whenever you guys are racing your bike in these categories. Whenever it starts to slow down like that, just keep pedaling and move to the side and pass some people. Alright, at this point, we're heading over the line, and there is a move off the front, and it's a little move. I think it's only 2 riders, and the group is sort of letting them go. So it's been 12 minutes, and people have chased back everything, but the riders who are determined to start a breakaway are continuing to just ride, which is what you would do in any race. And so those 2 riders are off the front. So I'm trying to move up here to see what's going on. And there they are. We got 2 riders. So they're just pouring on the gas or whatever. It's just brute force at this point. It's not like a sneaky getaway. They're just off the front just a little bit. And I don't believe there are really any teamwork in this race. 3-4 is not really like the biggest teamwork race compared to like the Masters or the P123. But anyway, that's what's happening. I have a few teammates in here, but I don't know what they're doing, honestly. And we are just watching 2 riders go off the front. Now, if I was on the front and you saw that little gap there, I would just close it down. Like, there's really no reason for just to let them dangle unless you are one of those riders' teammates. So let's move ahead here. Just scoot ahead here real quick. This rider on the right here for California Bicycle, he was in the break, and I believe that is Miles McGinnis. He's only 15, so I forget how young a lot of these riders are. 3 years ago he would have been 12, so he probably didn't know Crit Dad 3 years ago. Or today. But anyway, actually the young guns, they like the Crit Dad. Shout out to the juniors. So here we're focusing on A-Rod right now, in the purple Go Fast kit. You guys know Alex Rodriguez. He also sees the alarm bells, and if I was in any sort of racing, just, I don't know, situation where I was like paying attention, I would have followed him out. And I saw him do this. And again, I was like, oh, just be patient. Just be patient. And so you can see there's like 3 riders up. So California Bike got up there. to the 2 riders, and there goes A-Rod. So those 4 are in the breakaway, and they stay out there. And there goes the rest of the riders: G-Funk, Sebastian Funk, G-Flow, another G-Flow rider, and some others. So now this is like enough for like me to be like, all right, I got a good draft now. So to be fair, being patient is fine, because now I have this big long train of bikes to get behind instead of just A-Rod, and I'm trying again just to be conservative and not blow up. But at this point in the race, you see 2 riders get up and go. You see another one go, and now we got a little gap, which is like, ugh, guys, what's happening here? And so like the race is on, and it's a matter of really being in it. So here is a part of the race that I do not love. Any normal day where I'm racing my super aggressive type of racing, I would have just snapped and gone right here, because the breakaway is within 4 seconds and I could have got up there. I remember this moment and just thought, well, I don't want to tow the field with me. And I wouldn't have necessarily towed him if I would have got a good snap, but I had teammates. And so there goes my teammate. And I thought, well, okay, in any situation, my teammate should be able to help pull this back. But he doesn't. And then here's another rider, Thomas Patanaud. Shout out. I think you've come out to the hot dog before, I believe. He was also part of the break, and he's looking for his moment now. So I'm hoping that my team pulls this back, which I don't think they are, and it's, didn't have like the biggest powwow of what we're doing before this, and that can be always the thing with, young teams, is like really learning how to work together and work for one rider instead of yourselves, but that we can save for another episode. So I'm thinking like, well, that wasn't good. And you can see now that Thomas has snapped and he's left the building. And again, my teammate didn't follow him out. And there he goes. So I'm thinking like, great. Okay, this is not awesome. I'm back here, and it's looking more and more like this group is getting away and the group is not pulling them back. So what do we do? And there you can see he's gone. And we just scoot up here real quick. Same lap. And it's like, okay, I got to do something. They've given up. And again, it's not ideal, my situation, to play catch up. There's already been 1, 2, 3 riders who have bridged and attacked and bridged to the breakaway with a much smaller gap, but it's a bike race, and I'm not just gonna give up at that point. If we would have just sat in at that point, it would have been gone. I'm not gonna wait for another rider. Most of the motivated riders have already gone, so I have to just put in a dig and hope for the best. I'm just doing sub threshold. It looks like tempo, I guess. It was just like an attack for like 30 seconds. And I mean, okay, the whole group came. Again, I'm still willing to work with the group because I don't have that bridge effort. I'm not going to hold 27 miles per hour for 6 minutes or whatever it takes to get up there. So I just wanted to ignite the group and hope the group would start working again. Now, they follow me out, which is great, whatever. Again, I told you I'm not going to bridge up at this point. I need someone to work with, but I have to get away. So let's see. Let's move up here. All right, same lap, just moved around the corner. Again, we're going downhill, and it's like the group is spreading out. This is not it, guys. So I gotta get up here. I see a rider go, and so that was my ticket to be like, all right, I'm not letting anyone else go. I got to get on the back of one of these guys. And so get up here, and I think it's Sebastian Funk, and he's putting in his work. It doesn't look promising for me. He's doing a lot of work. We're up to 29 miles an hour. Now we're doing like 27, and I mean, I'm still doing 400 watts. But this is going to be tough. And so I continue to pedal. I'm thinking, is this my guy? You know, are we going to work together? Are we going to be able to catch the break? Thinking, checking behind me, you know, this is not strong. This is not fast enough. You know, you can see I'm doing my max effort for like what we would want, like to upper 300s. That's going to be a VO2, or that's not going to be something I can hold for a long time. So I ease off, kind of look around and wonder what now. So that move got brought back, and there wasn't much motivation in the group for, it looks like 3 minutes. So we move ahead here. We don't have much time left in this race. Another move goes. People aren't shutting it down. And so I get on this one and hope, well, this is our last chance for a chase group. So there's been a breakaway away for this entire race, and we got to keep this group together and hope that it works. So I'm thinking, this is it. This is the chase group. Now is the time to just keep it hot. And again, they give up. So I'm tired of the lack of motivation in the group, and people aren't willing to work together. So I just decide to give it my attempt. Now I don't know and or believe that I'm gonna get there, but I'm just gonna try. Eventually my heart rate will go to red zone, which is already creeping into. But yeah, we'll see how far I can get. And I'm just gonna hang out here and hope for the best. It's again, a bike race, and there's still time left, and I'm just gonna try. So I'm out here thinking, like, I'm not making a dent. I see a rider ahead of me and think, well, if I can get to him, then maybe we can work together. And so I keep on keeping on, kind of recovering here, and then boom, this guy sends a nasty attack. Corey Jamieson, he won the whole CBR thing. I learned later, he is a beast, track sprinter from San Diego. He just blows through Tim Gutierrez there, and I am like, I have to get on this. This is my ticket to the front of this race, and it is nasty. You can see my watts are just going up along with the heart rate, and I can't actually get on his wheel. Like, it's a nasty attack. We're up to 29 miles per hour going uphill here, 30, and like I am just like dying. And so I'm like, what is this gift from heaven, the manna being dropped down in front of me? And so I didn't hesitate or think twice to jump on this, and he was trying to drop me. It was a pretty decent attack. And he was not trying to bring anyone with him. So again, he's still pouring it on. You can see I am still trying to keep up with him, and we're about to get all the way to where he started his attack. So that was like, I don't know how long that took, maybe 60 seconds. I don't know how long quickly we did that lap, but it's like we're getting up to like a 90-second, 2-minute lap or whatever it is. And he finally lets off here, asking me to rotate through, and I'm like, bro, dude, no way. Like, I cannot.
I can't, dude.
So I would, even if I could, I don't, it would have blown me up. If I would have rotated with him, he would have just attacked me, and that would have been that. I could not have done anything there. And he just pours it right back on. So I'm like, all right, well, he's trying to get up there, and I'm gonna stay on it. So we do this for a while, and so I went and checked how long we were out there. So from my attack to when he came around me, it was 7 minutes, normalized 343 and average 316. We did 28 miles per hour average during that attack to bring us up to the breakaway here. And as we catch the breakaway, he gets a mechanical. He gets a flat tire or something. It was so brutal. So brutal. But so lucky for me. So sometimes in bike racing there is luck. And I just got towed up to the front of this race, and I need to recover now. So thank you, Corey. When he pulled off there, I said, welcome to the team. I don't know if he's interested. but that was a domestique effort of the year, and he was not my teammate, so that was sick. We get up here, and I think we're at 4 to go. Yep, 4 to go, baby. So we got a breakaway of what I think is 8 riders, and now I need to just recover for the sprint. I know how far gone these guys are. They might not, and so they're still rotating and putting in the work, which most breakaways do. They really don't have an idea of the gap unless someone's yelling at them from the sidelines what the gap is. And so, and my camera was about to just fall off onto the ground. I was having issues, but I fixed it now. And so you'll see me try to fix my camera from rotating all the way off its mount a couple times here. Anyway, so you can see the riders are rotating and they're doing the thing. I, who had just bridged up to this, have no intentions in rotating, and I also know that we are really far gone. Does this help? Not really. So in hindsight, looking back, I wonder if I should have rotated just a little bit, but I was just so tired, and I didn't know if I were to pull on the front, if I were to get any, like, if it were to hurt me or what. So once I get up to the front and it's my turn to rotate, well, I don't, and causes some games to start happening. But we're at that point in the race. There's 3 to go, and I think that's about when those games start to happen. Everyone's looking at me like, where did this guy come from? This guy hasn't been here the whole time. I just look and elbow instantly here. No desire to rotate, but again, this causes these 2 riders to attack, which maybe in hindsight I could have kept it a little more fluid, and that maybe they were going to attack anyway. I don't know. It becomes a whole thing, and now the race within the race is on. So let's see where this goes from here. So the rotations have stopped. I just watched a lot of people just not really do anything, and somehow I just get shuffled right to the front. So they're just like, bring this new guy up here, and I am not going for it. And this guy was already going to attack, and MK Ultra still had it apparently, so he just follows that out, no problem, after doing his pull. And now we got 2 guys off the front, so we're all looking at each other, like, who's gonna shut that down? Is that the move that's going to stay away? A-Rod in the Go Fast kit is just doing his special ease off the front so lightly, make it not look like an attack, and all of a sudden he's gone. And so now we got to get on that. These little attacks do hurt, but it is the last 2 laps, so everyone's trying to stay in it somehow, and we are in a 3-4 race, and that's that. So nobody followed out those first 2 guys, and they probably should have, because now we're all hurting for it. A-Rod gets back in the back again. He did a pretty good job conserving otherwise. And yeah, that was pretty discombobulated, playing games, and it's hurting all of us. And again, it was me and everyone else. So I was looking at the footage, and people were just sort of staring at each other for a while. But now I'm kind of effed. I'm sort of at the front of this and feel some sort of obligation to pull this back, because we are going into what I believe is the final lap. So despite all of my intentions of being patient and waiting, I now have to do the work, in my opinion, because they're going to get away and we let them go. So I do what I have to do. It's not going to help me for my sprint at the end, but I'm just trying to stay on it, and everyone else is as well, because again, we're going into 1 to go and we don't want those 2 to stay away. So here we go, 1 to go, and you can see whoever was behind those 2 did not follow them, so the rotation gets broken again, and I'm chasing out of turn and then wondering, well, I'm sure the guys behind me don't want to finish last either, so there they go. and I'm gonna get on behind them. So again, it's a whole like who's where and doing what, and how can I stay in some sort of draft to conserve something for the final sprint, because I only have one more lap to go, and this is it, folks. We got 90 seconds from here. So we catch the two who had originally gone. My camera is like one thread away from falling off, and so I keep screwing it on and just hope that it doesn't fly off in the sprint. At this point, I realize, but I know that the sprint is within, 60 seconds. You kind of want to be probably the last-ish person around the last corner. I mean, the first person around the last corner. I don't know. I do know. Hold on. I want to be about fourth wheel here. So I don't want to be first. I don't want to be second. Third is too far up. I'll take 4 and 5. I don't want 6. So I get fourth. MK Ultra lets me have it, which, yeah, he could be in a great position. Anyone behind me could be in a great position to win. So fourth wheel's pretty good. Fifth wheel's even better. So you can see I'm jockeying for position with the winner here. He's a young gun. I'm not. And I get Alex's wheel, but he's still trying to get me. And he's on the inside of me. I know that it's not ideal, so I just let him have it, and that's basically the race. He takes the inside line and sprints to finish. I'm in the wind, so I'm blocking his wind, and that was the L right there. So I mean, I think I could have done that a lot better. I've opened up the corner several times this year, just out of safety. But I get fourth, so that's cool. MK Ultra, I got fifth, but then that guy, he was like a lap behind because he joined the race late, so they moved me up to fourth. But yeah, overall, I'll take it. Watching that footage again, it's been several that I've had. The last CBR 6, same deal, guys fighting for the wheel on the inside corner, and I let them have it, and whoever has that inside corner ends up placing way better than I do. It's great racing, so you either got to be more aggressive or just let them have it. So I'm happy regardless, getting that move up to the breakaway, and that's it, folks. See you at the next one. Thanks everybody for coming out and saying hi and all that. Keeps the channel going. Yeah, come out, say hi. Talk to you guys later. Bye.